welcome to another episode of the Southwest View. I'm Commissioner Stephen Michael Quezada, and I'm here with City Councilwoman Klarissa Peña, who's now President of the City Council, so we want to say congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we have two special guests with us, and we're just going to go ahead and have you guys introduce yourselves and tell the people, who you work for and what you do. And then we're going to get into some stuff here on the Southwest View.
Sure. I'm David Campbell. I'm the City Planning Director for the City of Albuquerque.
Okay.
I'm Enrico Gradi. I'm David's counterpart in the county. I'm the County Planning Director for Bernalillo County, the unincorporated Bernalillo County, that is.
Okay, so for people who don't know what that is, could you kind of explain, as quickly as you can,
Sure.
what you do for the city and then what you do for the county?
Our planning department has, I think, similar to the county in that we do development approvals. So anybody that wants to develop property in the city of Albuquerque comes through our process, and they'll either go to administrative people in our staff, or they may go to the City Planning Commission, the Environmental Planning Commission, for approval of developments. Then further along the line, as people develop their designs and their plans for property, we will also approve those plans, whether it's houses or commercial developments, and then issue building permits and do inspections on those buildings. All of that. In addition, we also are involved in code enforcement. So when houses become dilapidated, when there are weeds and litter in properties, we also go out and insist that property owners take care of their properties.
We have a similar role, just obviously different jurisdiction. We do long-range planning, which means working on, especially very important right now because the county's we're at a point where we're starting to see a little more development pressure, both for residential development and non-residential commercial and industrial development. So we have a long-range planning department, very small, but we have one. We do current development review and approvals, as David mentioned, and we do a lot of the code enforcement that he mentioned. We also house the building and safety department, and I also house the environmental health and public health department within our rooftop, and we do a lot of permitting that is related to development. We do business license work. We do different kinds of permitting for food establishments as well as the built environment. And so it's a similar role. In fact, before we started, Dave and I were just talking about some of our staff. We have staff that is, some of us have been with the county for a little while and goes back to the city. Yeah. So we have a lot of folks that are very knowledgeable about the metro area in general, not just the city per se or the county, but have a good understanding of how things work in both areas.
So when we decided to do the Southwest View, we really wanted to talk about the Southwest area, and myself and Commissioner Quezada have been working really good in collaboration, with past commissioners and councilors. They've had partnerships, but we've kind of taken it to the next level in terms of really trying to address some of the issues that we have in our community. And so we really wanted to start with the planning departments from both the city and the county, because that's where a lot of the calls that we're getting from our constituency is illegal dumping, vacant houses. So we really wanted to talk to you all just to really see what kind of plans you have, what ideas you have as we move forward to try to, make this unique, wonderful place where we already live even better.
There is a time with property that if it's not taken care of, it becomes dilapidated, and then it becomes a haven for drug use and for people who otherwise don't have places to live. And they become a nuisance in the neighborhood. So part of our job is to go find those places, make sure that we know where they exist, and then take remedial action. Either it will be immediate action to tell the landowner that they have to clean up the place, or if they don't clean it up on notice, then we'll put plywood in the windows. We'll block it off so that it cannot be accessed. We may put a fence around it. But those are all temporary measures designed to get the property back into a habitable and a productive kind of shape.
I think both in the city and the county in recent years, we're really recovering from the big recession, right? And so What David is describing is familiar to me as well. We have a lot of situations where properties are vacant, they're dilapidated, they're a hazard, they're a blight to an area. They really impact the way people feel about their community, and I know that those kinds of issues come to your attention and your attention, you know, on a maybe daily basis sometimes.
Yeah.
And so what we're trying to do is catch up a little bit. The city has had some authority and some powers to do some things in a relatively quicker manner than we've had at the county for quite some time. But with the recent adoption of the Bernalillo County Charter, we're able to now employ some of those techniques that David just described with regard to getting on a property after due process and making sure it's safe and secure. And that might not be beautiful, but it is secure. Windows are boarded up. Maybe there's a fence around it. So we're really striving to get to the point where we can at least address some of those immediate issues that are, you know, really tantamount to, you know, blighting a community where otherwise people are trying to do their best in this area to maintain, you know, nice kind of environment for their family. So that's something I'm pretty excited about. We're at the end stages of some of that new legislation for the county. We should be bringing that forward pretty soon. I think everyone I've talked to is pretty happy that we're able to move in that direction. It's really all made possible by the county charter. The county now is receiving a lot more development pressure, both residential, commercial, more demands for parks, and just, you know, things that occur when the population increases. These are important because
are.
I think it's really easy for us to get a little siloed and forget that some of the things that Dave and I assume
Yeah, I know.
getting
So
done.
Aren't
thank
getting
you
out
so
there.
much for showing up today. We appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time. Again, thank you so much, Councilwoman Peña, for doing the show with me. And we're going to keep doing a bunch of these, right?
Yes, we
Okay,
are.
all right. Well, then we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.